Hello everybody, we have an issue here, which means we need to talk. Basically, I was posting up something that very much upset me recently about someone who was showing very peculiar behavior on YouTube, and it was obsessive and possessive, and of course it upset me. And what some of you guys don't understand is, just think about it for a minute. Anyone has access to the internet. Rapists, murderers, stalkers, people with behavioral disorders, people with psychological disorders, anyone has access to the internet. So, me being paranoid, who wouldn't be? So, when I feel like my safety is threatened, when I feel like someone's showing possessive and obsessive and abusive behavior online, and I want to share that with everyone else so they know what types of behavior to avoid, and you seriously gonna sit there and say that it's not that serious? No. I'm going to take my safety in mind. I'm going to block the person who's showing this behavior, and it's only happened twice, so this isn't a big deal. This isn't like a everyday thing, like a small thing. No. Only a few people have actually shown this kind of behavior, which is scary, given that anyone could be on the other side of the screen. And some of you guys had the audacity to tell me that it's not that serious. That someone showing classic signs of mental illness or abusive behavior is not serious? No. That's not even no. And the fact that some of you guys said that, even though I showed examples of that behavior, is just completely ridiculous. And I read books. I can show you the stacks of books that my mom buys that I've read about behavioral disorders and classic signs of abuse and psychological disorders. I have books. I've read them. I know what signs to look for. And if you've taken a basic psychology class, you've learned the signs as well, the classic possessive obsessive signs. And some of you guys even had the nerve to say, oh, it's just somebody who has a crush on you or, likes you or something. No. I have tons of people on YouTube, and I'm not saying this to be cocky or anything. Some of them are just doing it in a friendly manner, who have displayed, signs of affection and crushes and even like a dirty joke here and there, which if it's done right, I'll play along too. It's fun. It's all in fun and good. Those are like little crushes and little flirtatious advances and, those are like crushes. And, maybe even someone like getting hurt or upset about such and such. I can understand that too. But to show these signs that you think that I need to be there for you as soon as you reply to me, to make it seem like you own me in some kind of way or stuff like that, that is not normal crush-like flirtatious behavior. If you think that is flirting and crushing and think that's like how you advance on anyone, you need to be locked up. That is not how you flirt with someone. That is not anything good. If you're displaying abusive tendencies and you think that's flirting, you need to go away, seriously. And I only shown you tidbits of what this person displayed as abusive behavior, and you haven't even read the entire messages that I have received. You've only saw this much. You only saw what I showed you. And for you to say that that's not serious, or to brush it off as, oh, they have a crush on you, or you shouldn't be so mean to them, I'm sorry. I didn't know the internet was the happiest place on earth. I didn't know it was so safe to be on the internet. You know, all those stories that you hear about someone showing up to someone's house after, you know, figuring out and hacking the system to find out where they lived. Oh, those don't really happen. No, forgive me for considering my safety. And the fact that it's only happened twice means I've only posted about it twice, which means this is not an everyday thing that I post about. So when I'm showing you classic signs of like, look, this is a weirdo on the internet, you need to avoid anybody who shows these kinds of messages to you, or sends these kinds of messages to you. I'm doing it so you guys know that, look, this is someone who's displaying classic signs of behavioral disorders or mental disorders or abusive behavior, and you guys need to stay away from it. And I'm sorry, I'm so paranoid that I keep my safety in mind when someone messages me something that's disturbing or upsetting to me. I don't take chances. And if I'm kind enough that if I understand that sometimes I might take something out of context and think of it as, oh, this person's showing some kind of weird signs, but I'm kind enough to say, like, hey, look, what you're saying there is upsetting me, or, you know, what you say is, like, disturbing, or, you know, I'll tell you to stop. If it's, like, super, super serious, obviously I won't think twice, I will block you, but if it's kind of, like, on the fine line, like, hey, look, I don't appreciate what you're doing, I will tell you, and if you think I'm rude for it, go ahead and leave. I mean, by all means, if you think I'm being rude because I'm asking you to stop doing something that's disturbing me, then you can just leave, because I would rather you think I'm rude and leave than you disrespect my asking you not to do something that's upsetting me. So, yeah, I just had to cover that. I had to get that off my chest because it was really disturbing that you guys thought classic signs of abusive behavior was flirting. That's kind of scary. I mean, yeah, and to tell me that that wasn't serious, yeah, that's scary. So you're not the one being sent like these threatening messages. You're not the one being paranoid that the internet contains all these weirdos. I mean, it could be just my paranoia, but I mean, just common sense tells you that anyone has access to the internet, so you have to be careful. So sorry that I took my safety into consideration. You know, it's not that serious. It's not. So, anyways, it really just surprised me that some of you guys had the audacity to say that it wasn't that serious, or that it was flirting. Wow. So, that's my little rant. Thank you for your time. Bye.